All right, we got our Pilates ball. Let's start by moving just slightly away from the chair and just start a little pass around. So just practicing our proprioception, getting connected to the ball. And then just once you've got that pass around going on, close your eyes down and then just see if you can tune in to where is that ball connected to your body, connected to your hands. Can you go just a little bit faster? And then go the other way. See if you can switch without opening your eyes. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. Sorry about that. Technical difficulty in my own home. All right, pass it around one more time. And then we're gonna take that ball, place it right between your inner thighs, get a nice good squeeze going, but we're gonna face the tall side of your chair. So flip your chair around if you need to, place that ball right between your inner thighs and then step your feet nice and close to each other, toes and knees pointing forward. It's gonna be a smaller squat. So think about pushing your butt down and back, but bend your knees and keep that ball squeezing between the inner thighs. So we're not gonna go super deep. What we wanna find is that inner thigh connection, hugging the inner thighs as you bend your knees, hugging the inner thighs to come back up. Nice. For 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Release that ball from your inner thighs, and now we're going to place it down between our ankles. So you're going to place it between your ankles and then step your feet in nice and close to each other so we can keep and maintain that squeeze on the ball. Hands on the chair. We're going to maintain that squeeze. Lift your heels up and lower back down. Maintaining that squeeze. Lift your heels up and lower back down. Beautiful. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Lower your heels, grab that ball, and now we're going to take the ball and place it behind the right thigh and the right calf. So you're going to hug it in for a little squeeze. You're going to lean into your chair, and we're just going to start to lift the heel up and lower it down. So we're going to keep the inner thighs fairly close to each other, keeping that bend in the knee. Push your heel up towards the ceiling, lower it back down. Nice. 4 more on this side. Last one, but keep that ball squeezing between your calf and your thigh. And now we're going to raise it out to the side. So think fire hydrant, lift it out and bring it back in. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, but keep the ball there. And then we're going to draw some circles. Circle in one direction. And then circle the other way. Bonus points, Karen. Beautiful. Now grab that ball from your thigh. Woo, set that leg down. Give everything a good shake. And we got to do all that to the other side. So hug that ball behind your left thigh and your calf. Lean into your chair. And away we go. We just pull the knee in towards the knee. Lift the heel up towards the ceiling. Two. Last one. Keep that ball there. And then we lift it out to the side. So think fire hydrant, lift the knee out and bring it in with control. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out there and draw some circles, 4 in one direction. And then 4 circles the other way. Nicely done. Woo! Grab that ball, set your leg down. Oh my goodness, give everything a good shake out. All right, move your chair up and out of the way just so it's just not in your way anymore. All right, we're gonna come down into a tabletop position. We're gonna keep the ball under the right hand. Left hand is gonna be sturdy on the ground. We're gonna take 4 push-ups here. So think wide position with the arms. So maybe your hands are finding the outer edges of your mat. You're gonna keep a little bit of a planking spine. So think belly in, broad shoulders. Bend your elbows wide, lower your chest. Push your way back up. Focus on pushing into the ball. So you feel that little bit of instability, and then keep it nice and firm as you press your way up and lower it down. Nice. 4 more here. Beautiful. Now take that ball in your hand with a little firm grip. Reach it out nice and long and thread the needle. Left hand is going to thread through and underneath. Left ear, left shoulder towards the ground. A nice long reach for that right arm with your hand on the ball. One more breath. Beautiful. And then unwind, bring it all back in with control and switch hands. So the ball's going to come into the left hand, right hand on the ground, hands in a wide position, a little bit of a planking spine so belly is firm. Elbows come wide as you lower the chest down. Press your way back up. Keep your gaze down at the floor so you keep that nice long position of your spine. 4 more to go here. Last one. Nice. And then walk that left hand out nice and long. Thread your right hand through and underneath. Right ear, right shoulder to the ground. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, lift yourself back up. We're going to place that ball underneath our chest. So we're going to come down into a belly down position, placing the ball at the center of the chest. And just make sure that that's a comfortable position. So if there's anything going on like implants or recent surgery, anything like that, then maybe you might want to bring it a little above the chest across the collarbones. But if it feels safe to be at the sternum, then you're just going to take a little crisscross of your arms, palms stacked, legs relaxed, and then just think about rounding over the ball. Invite a sense of softness into the backside of your shoulders. Take a moment or 2 here just to kind of tune into your breath. If you need to wiggle out your tush or wiggle out your legs so they're in a comfortable position and they can relax, take a second to do that and then soften back over your ball. Notice that compression that the ball creates in your chest. Feel the breath in the backside of your body. 2 more big, deep breaths here. Nice. And now from here, we're going to take it into kind of a Sphinx position. So we're going to just prop ourselves up on our elbows and then tuck that ball right up under your solar plexus. So it's like right under where your ribs and your belly meet, finding that position. So it's in that kind of softer tissue, but your elbows and forearms are going to be down on the ground. So they're going to help support. So the ball's just there. You're going to feel that little bit of compression on the breath, but that little bit of support in the back bend. And then with your toes reaching long, draw your tailbone towards your heels and feel your hip bones press into the ground. Once you feel like you've found all of that, hug your shoulder blades in towards each other, and then take a couple of nods of your head up and down. Beautiful. One more nod of your head up and down. and then keep your head in a neutral position. And then we're going to float the toes up. So bring a little energy down through your toes. So you feel the tops of your thighs pressing into the earth. And then we're going to hug the right heels in towards the butt, give a little kick, kick, and then reach it long. Left leg, kick, kick, and then reach it long. Right leg, kick, kick, and reach it long. Left leg, kick, kick, and reach it long. Beautiful. Right leg, kick, kick, reach it long. Left leg and long. Right leg and long. Left leg and long. Nice. One more time each side. Do that little kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Woo! Nicely done. Push your way up into a tabletop position. And then we're going to flip around onto our back side. We're going to take that ball and right away we're going to place it under the tailbone. So come down onto your back with a bent knee position. Lift your hips up nice and high. And then find a place for that ball right underneath your tailbone. Once you feel like you've got that the ball in a good position, take a second and just give your butt a little rock side to side. We want to make sure it's finding that nice little groove around your tailbone so it feels like it's really nice and settled in, but it's offering it a little support. So make any rearrangements that you need to. But then once you feel like it's in place, walk your feet a little bit closer so feet are about hip width distance apart. Bring your hands down alongside your hips, press into the backs of the arms, pull your abdominal muscles in slightly, feel that little tug at the pelvic floor. We're going to maintain some stability in the hips, and we're going to start some alternate toe taps here. Right leg is going to lift and lower, and then left leg is going to lift and lower. And we're going to try and maintain a nice stability of our hips on that ball as we alternate sides. So keep it at a pace that you can control. Nice. Take one more time each side. And then we're going to test the waters and see how it feels. So lift the right leg up, press into the backs of the arms, and lift your left leg up to meet. So your tailbone is resting on the ball. Make sure that you've got that sense of stability. And then we're going to alternate our toe taps from here, challenging ourselves just a little bit further. So we have to maintain that stability in our center so that that ball is not rocking and rolling out from underneath you. If you don't have this stability here, place both feet back on the ground and take your alternate toe taps from that foundation rather than keeping the legs lifted. But if you've got it, take one more tap each leg. Nice. And then float both feet back down to the ground. Feet are going to stay nice and firm. Think of this as a supported bridge and take a moment to let everything relax. Soften the muscles around your hips, soften your belly, soften your arms, soften your chest. Take about 3 deep breaths here. Great. Now we're going to walk our feet a little bit wider. So toe heel them out just so you have a wider base of support with the legs. And now we're going to start to draw some figure eights with the hips, or imagine that you have a marble at your bony hip point and you're going to try and drop it over to the bony hip point. So you're going to just start to rock your hips a little side to side across your ball. And I'm placing my hands on my hip bones just so you can see that lift of the hips to one side and then the lift of the hips to the other. Nice. Take one more rock of the hips side to side or even yourself out. And then come back to center, find that foundation with the ball under the tailbone. And now we're going to walk the right leg nice and long to the end of the mat, see how that feels. And then if it feels good and stable, left leg is going to walk down to meet. So both legs are stretching long. We've got that ball under the hips, so it's creating a little bit of a back bend. And then if you have the stability, reach your arms up and overhead and take a nice long stretch through the front of your body, reaching through the fingers, reaching through the toes. Take a nice big breath. When you're ready, hands are going to float down alongside the hips. You're going to walk your feet in with control and then lift your butt away from the ball to remove the ball out from underneath you. Roll onto your right side. We're going to place the ball underneath the ribs so we get a little side stretch. You're going to zigzag your legs, lay onto that ball. Bottom arm is going to reach out nice and long. top arm is going to reach up to meet it. So we get this nice big stretch through the side body, and then take 3 nice deep breaths here. Great. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift yourself up with control, finding that zigzag seat, and then take it right into our mermaid stretch. Oh my gosh, I got a case of the Mondays in my mouth. Okay, we're going to reach it out nice and long. Take that top hand, reach it up with a grip on the ball. Pick that ball up and take a little counter stretch. Ball back down to the ground, reach out. Lift up, grab that ball, find that grip, and then lean away. Nice. One more just like that. Roll it out. Lift it up, grab the ball, lean away. Awesome. And then we're going to swing the legs out and to the other side. So now you're going to place the ball underneath the left side ribs, lay down onto the ball. Bottom hand is reaching long, zigzagging your legs, reaching that top arm up and overhead, and then just tune into the side of the body. Take a couple nice big breaths. Cool. And then when you're ready, come up with control. Keep that zigzag in your seat, ball out to the side. We roll out, top hand reaches up, lift up, grab that ball, find that grip strength, and then lean away. Beautiful. Ball down to the ground, roll it out. Lift up with control, grab that ball and lean away. Nice. One more just like that. Ball down, roll it out. Beautiful. Pull it back up, grab the ball, lean away. Nice. And then from here, we're going to spin back around so that we can place the ball between the shoulder blades. So find that placement of the shoulder blades. Notice that little groove. And then once you found it, lay yourself onto that ball, step your feet in, hip width distance apart. Hands are going to come behind the head. We're going to lean back over the ball. Exhale to come up. Inhale, lean back over the ball. Exhale to come up. Inhale to lean back. Exhale to come up. Inhale, lean back. Exhale to come up. Nice. 4 more just like that. Take it at a pace that feels right to you. And then the next time you lean back, take it into a back bend. So let your head fall back just as far as feels comfortable. So with the hands behind the head, you might feel a little opening in the collarbones and the armpit chest area. And just make sure that you feel comfortable in your head and your neck. You can swallow with ease and you can breathe with ease. Take one more breath. And then on your next exhale, lift up slightly, press into your feet. And now we're going to start to roll up the shoulders. So you're going to pick your butt up and roll up and down just to a depth that you can control and feels comfortable. Nice. Take one more roll up and down. And then as you come to the bottom of the roll, set your butt down, sit yourself up, and we're going to place that ball nice and tight up against the tailbone and the low back. So you're going to hug it in, find a little bit of a firmness so that you can squeeze and sort of pinch that ball into position. And then you're going to lean back, hands behind the head. You're going to lean back just slightly over the ball and then draw yourself back up. Lean back just slightly, draw yourself back up. Beautiful. 6 more just like that. Last one. Lift up, remove that ball out from under the low back, hug it into the inner thighs, lean back into a little V-sit with the elbows down, lift your toes away from the floor. We're going to maintain that squeeze on the ball. Toes are going to tap the ground, and then pull the knees back up. Toes tap down and pull back up. Nice. 6 more just like that. Last one. Beautiful. And then sit yourself back up, grab that ball. And we're going to come into a easy seated position, or crisscross applesauce, however you like to say. Just a nice upright seated position with your legs really in any way that feels the most comfortable. You're going to take that ball and you're going to tuck it into the armpit. So think tuck it into the left armpit and then find a nice straight arm position. It's going to feel a little bit squishy, but what we want to find is a nice long arm with that ball underneath the armpit. And then you're just going to press the palm down, release it back with control. Press the palm down, release it back with control. So don't let the ball bounce you or ricochet you up, but control that lift up just as much as the press down. Nice. 4 more here. Last one. Cool. And now release it from the armpit and then up into the neck. So we're going to hug it into the neck and shoulder area. And I won't press as far on this side just because of my little earpiece, but you're going to press your ear and into the ball, feel a little squeeze in the side of the neck, and then release. Press in and release. Press in and release. 5 more just like that. Just go at your pace. Last one. And then you're going to take that ball, put a little press and drag it across the front of the chest and the throat. So you're going to put just as much of a press as feels appropriate. And then you might notice it drags the skin a little bit, but go ahead and let it, because that area has not a lot of strong, thick muscle tissue. And that drag of the skin really gets into that connective tissue to find some really nice work there, especially around the vagus nerve. There's a lot of nerve endings right around that front area. All right, now the next time you come over to the other side, take that ball, tuck it under your armpit, nice straight arm. We're pressing the palm down, getting a little squeeze in the underarm, and then lifting back up with control. Press down and lift up, press down and lift up. Nice. 5 more just like that. Just move it at your pace. Last one. Awesome. And then release that ball from your underarm. Place it up alongside the neck. Your hand is going to hold it in place. You're going to squeeze your ear to shoulder and lift it back up with control. Squeeze in and lift up. 6 more just like that. Last one. Nice. And then as you lift your head up, take that ball and drag it across the front of the neck and the throat. So just a light little press as you walk it across, and a light little press as you walk it the other way. Nice. One more time, side to side. And then we're going to bring it to our center, to our belly, put just a light little press and draw a couple little circles, go in one direction. And then a couple little circles go the other way. Awesome. Place your ball on the ground. We're going to come up to standing. Leave your ball on the ground. We're going to want to be able to place our foot onto our ball. So 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on the ball, and we're just going to start to circle the perimeter of the foot. So imagine that you're drawing a line from the outer edges of your foot. So think blade edge of the foot, the back edge of the heel, the instep, and then the tops of the toes. And then switch directions, go the other way. Nice. And then when you're ready, set that foot down and switch to the other side. So your other foot's going to step on the ball and then start to draw the perimeter of the foot. Cool. And then draw those circles, go the other way. Nice. And then when you're ready, step that foot down, both feet on the ground, take a nice big breath, reach your arms up. And then with a little soft bend to your knees, exhale, fold all the way down to the ground. Take a little sway side to side, let your arms be nice and super heavy. Wonderful. And then come back to center, bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll all the way up to standing. Take a couple of good shrugs of your shoulders. Wow, you guys did awesome work today. That was, if your legs are sore tomorrow, it's because I love you a lot.